Okay, good evening, viewers of Canada English. This is your favorite talk show, OBUSI. And when we started this program, our producer was like, we have to clap. And Stephanie and Tom decided, these couples here, as you see them, can you just clap, please?
We are on strike. Baton.
I've joined the lecturers of the university.
Okay, anyway, don't mind them though. If women are making as much money as men and are also breadwinners of the family, and in most cases, some of them are sole providers, today we want to find out, can a woman propose marriage to a man? Yes, that is our talking point. It's a tough one today, and today we're talking about relationships. I know most of our viewers out there used to say you guys talk a lot about relationship, but there are a lot of stuff that we need to address when it comes to relationship, especially when it comes to this topic. In Europe, in America, we see women proposing to their boyfriends, proposing to their men, but it is a taboo in Africa. I have never seen it before, and those who do it, they're like, my goodness, are you that desperate? So today we want to find out from you viewers. We're going to have our numbers on the screen for you to send in your contribution. But before you send in your contribution, we've got people here, like you all know, I'm never alone. I'm here with the beautiful Stephanie, who decided not to clap. Yes, Stephanie, how are you today?
Let me clap before I start.
So why are you clapping now?
I'm clapping.
You're selling before the market.
I'm clapping because we are here. So.
Okay, so how are you?
I'm okay.
Are you how prepared are you for today?
Very, very prepared.
Okay, Pa Thomas.
Yes, Tabitha. How do I look?
You look hot.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm changing.
I'm just going to save my comments. I'm not going to say anything.
Look. I'm changing the mood. I'm wearing my watch on the wrong arm. And
I didn't know there was the right arm and the wrong arm because I just wear anyhow I want to wear it.
Men use the right arm, and some women use.
Says who?
No, but the right.
Says who, Patom?
I will not want to.
Okay. Anyway, Pat Thomas.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you're looking good. I must confess. Lena, how are you?
Yep, I'm looking dope this afternoon.
You're looking like a boy.
Hey, please. I got braids on.
Okay, guys, we've got an issue on the table right now.
Let's be serious.
Stephanie, can you propose marriage to a man?
I can do it yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Seriously?
Yes. Why not? If I have the resources, if I have the money, if I have everything that comes with it, and then I love the guy and all that. Maybe, who knows, maybe the reason why the guy has not done it so far is because he's not
so why don't you give him all the resources that you have for him to propose to you?
Let me do it so that tomorrow he will not shout.
Mama, yes.
Let me do it. Tomorrow he's not going to forget that I did it. So he's going to respect himself.
Okay, Thomas, will you accept a lady who proposes to you?
Good evening, Tabitha.
Good evening.
And good evening to our viewers all over the national territory. Women proposing, no.
Okay.
Because even in the dictionary, we have the bride price and not the bridegroom price. It means it's the man to always do the proposal. That's why we are stronger, because we can protect you. Even if you have the money, you cannot. I'm sure you cannot.
So what if the woman is richer than you? She's got all the money. She's the breadwinner. She's the sole provider.
The rule is simple, Tabitha. Women respect your men, and men love your women. That's the rule. And so for you to respect your men and to keep the respect going, he should be on top. Even if you are richer than him, even if you are the sole provider, even if you do everything for the family, to keep his respect, always make sure you give him the money. If you want to do to ask a hand in marriage, give him the opportunity. Say, okay, I want it these days and this day, and it's better than, because asking that is a sign of disrespect. To me, it's my point of.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lena. When I proposed this topic, you were like, no, I cannot. Okay, yes, it's your time to talk.
Have you seen my hand? The outside. Me, not that. Hey, Papa God, but no. Tabitha, no, I cannot.
Why can't you do that?
First of all, me, my woman as a ego, my ego as a woman to no go leave me. I cannot.
So, wait, Lena. You know there are some circumstances, some situation. You reach 35, 37. There's no man coming. Then you've got all the money. You've got all the resources, and the man is not coming your way.
Tabitha, wait. You, Steph said something. I will propose. At times you report the when the mother you forced me into this. I was not ready to go into it. Yes, some men will tell you that you forced me into marriage.
If you are no longer comfortable, that's the door you walk out. Another man will come out and propose.
He said you forced me into this.
If you want to know a true characteristics of any man, give that man power and money. Power and money can change somebody so rapidly. And so if a woman with money can accept to be respectful, it means it's a very good woman. But like she's saying, she's already seen herself having money, and she's just saying that, okay, you pack out, fuck out,
you're just going to
and
be
then the next
that man the way you want.
At times, right, you say something that maybe you also does not the appropriate resources to like ask for your hand in marriage. I know of so many women out here that help to contribute in the pain of their bride price. She gives the money to her husband, he goes and pays, and he takes her.
But and I also know so many men that do not have a problem with you wanting to propose and all that.
In this African society, most men.
No, I know them.
In this African society, no matter how 21st century we find now, and no matter how Android generation be, men will always remain men. They want to have their place.
Nobody is saying men will never remain men, but
for you to propose to a man now, he'll be like, I said, they get it die for my mother.
That's what he was saying. It does not mean that you're desperate.
The girl is dying for my mother.
Let's not get things mixed here. It does not mean that. It does not necessarily mean that it's because you're desperate that you're
this girl is dying for my mother anyway.
Okay, guys, you've debated your own. Now is the turn of our viewers for them to contribute with the number we've got on the screen. Just to throw more light to this show, we've got this music. This guy's name, his artist name is Big Shaq, but he is a British Ghanaian. He's a comedian, and he just said, okay, let me just try to do rap music. And guess what? This guy did a song, Man's Not Hot, and it's got 77 million views just a month on YouTube. So just listen to what I'm talking about. Man's Not Hot.
That's me. Yeah, big man. Help your mom with the shopping. Nah, fam, I'm not about, fam. I'm in Miami, bro. You know, man's international now, fam. Check the statistics. Yeah. Alright, soon come. Yeah? Alright, you're done now. Scrap, pop.
Yo, Big Shaq, the one and only. Man's not hot, never hot. Skra, skitty cat cat. Boom. 2 + 2 is 4. -1, that's 3. Quick maths. Everyday man's on the block. Smoke trees. See your girl in the park. That girl was a uckers. When the ting went quack quack quack, you man was ducking. Hold tight, Asni, my brother, he's got a pumpy, big Tim. Hold tight, my man, my guy, he's got a frisbee. I trap on the phone, moving out cornflakes, Rice Krispies. Hold tight, my girl Whitney, on the road doing 10 toes, like my toes. You man thought I froze. I see a pen girls on a pose, chilling. If she ain't on it, I boast. Ha, look at your nose, check your nose, fam. You donut, nose long like garden hose. I tell a man's not hot. I tell a man's not hot. The girl told me, take off your jacket. I said, babe, man's not hot, never hot. I tell a man's not hot, never hot. I tell a man's not hot, never hot. The girl told me, take off your jacket. I said, babe, man's not hot, never hot. Hop out the 4-door with the 440, it was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Us, man. Chilling in the corridor. Yo, your dad is 44, and he's still calling man for a draw. Look at him. Let him know. When I see him, I'm gonna spin his jaw. Finish. Take man's Twix by force. Take it. Send man shot by force. Send it. Your girl knows I've got the sauce. Flexing. No ketchup. None. Just sauce. Saucy. Raw sauce. Yo. Boom. The ting goes. Skitty kick.
Hey, legend. Come on. Come on. Yo, listen. Legend. Legend.
Boom. Big Shaq, Big Khaled. What we saying, Khaled?
They don't want us to win, so we're going to win more.
We're gonna win more.
Don't play yourself.
Never.
Reward yourself.
Come on.
Legend.
Come
Legend.
on.
I tell a man's not hot, man's not. I tell a man's not hot, never hot. The girl told me, take off your jacket. I said, babe, man's not hot, never hot. I tell a man's not hot. I tell a man's not hot, never hot. The girl told me, take off your jacket. I said, babe, man's not hot. Man can never be hot, never hot. Perspiration ting, spray that. Links effects, come on. You didn't hear me, did you? Nah, use roll on, use that. Or spray. Shh, but either way, A, B, C, D. Alphabet ting. The ting goes grrrr. Skitty keep pop pop and the pop pop boom boom boom. Skia do 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 boom boom. You done know. Big shot. Man's not hot. I tell a man's not hot, never hot. 40 degrees, that man's not hot. Come on, yo. In the sauna, man's not hot, never hot. Yeah. Skitty cap pop pop.
Okay, Big Shark says, man's not hot, man's never hot. And I feel like this song goes out to my brothers here in Douala. During the hot season, they still wear jackets. And they're like, take off your jacket, bro. He said, man's not hot. So I think this is the real meaning of this song. And like I said, this guy is a comedian. And people, out of curiosity, as you could watch from that video, you saw big rappers like DJ Khaled, like greeting DJ Khaled, just to say that this guy's he's on another level. And we just hope that he's not just been lucky. We just hope that he's also going to make another track. Because remember the footballer guy, the basketballer, Shaquille O'Neal, something of that. So he did like a diss track telling Big Shaq that he is the only Big Shaq. So why is he using his artist name? Why is he using his name? He should use his own name. And then they had to do a diss track. If you have to listen to the other basketballers, I'm like, these guys, anyway, it just burst. And like he already has his popularity right now. 77 million views on YouTube is for 1 month, just 1 month. I think it's a great deal for this guy. And it's made him very, very popular. He is our own, he is an African, he is a Ghanaian. So we say kudos to you, Big Shaq. And his real name is Michael Dapper. Yes, Michael Dapper.
So, I want to say people are too stressed up nowadays that they want to
make
follow,
music.
No, that they want to follow foolish and funny things than serious things.
Yes, they're curious.
Yeah, once like we're dancing and living the stress here. Dum, 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 dum. You don't know the meaning, but
Once the remix is coming out.
Yeah, and
you guys are
before
ready
this
now.
guy did the video of this song, a lot of Nigerian comedians did funny videos. Yeah, they use funny videos. And I've got another funny video. It's under the comedy of they call this guy Chief Obi. Like he was saying, man's not hot something. We're going to watch it subsequently on the show. So let's talk about our social experiment. And our social experiment is about our topic for you today, like a woman trying to propose to a man. What's going to be his reaction? So if Zhang is ready, let's just go on our social experiment.
What's up, guys? It's me, Kareem, and this is Are We Famous Now? And today, I'm getting married in Times Square to Hadri.
Please marry me today.
But I'm not
in
ready
this
yet.
special place.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Excuse me.
Why'd you bring me here?
I know. This is where we met.
Oh,
You remember?
yeah, I'm sorry. I
It's
forgot.
been a while though, but
Yeah. So why are you dressed like that? I've been trying to ask you.
it is a special moment. Special day today. I want to ask you, would you marry me?
No.
Huh?
No, I can't. I'm sorry.
No?
Yeah. Can you get up?
No?
Just get up. I mean, like, I can't.
Why not?
Because I can't do it right now.
What do you mean?
Sorry, I can't do it.
No. What? Excuse me. Hello, everyone. I just want to confess my love to this man today. No.
Don't do it. Are you gonna embarrass me? I kept telling her I don't want to get married right now.
Could you please marry me?
What do you think?
Why? I just, you know.
Thank you, but no, we're not getting married. I don't know what she's doing.
Let everybody know that.
Everybody is. If you don't get up, I'm gonna leave.
You promised me that one day we're gonna get married, and here's the day today.
I know, but you promised. I'm sorry. I
No,
can't.
you can't. No, of course. Why? Are you okay? Are you joking me? Excuse me. Don't you think this is beautiful?
It's beautiful. Yes, just
Where?
Just get up. We'll talk about it later.
No, you have to get this done today. I'm totally in shock. I don't understand this.
I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel.
So, all these years? This means a lot to me.
I know.
I thought it would mean to you too.
It does, but not like this.
Can you marry me today?
I'm sorry. You're
What?
embarrassing me. I can't.
No. No, you can't leave. I don't care then. If you don't want to marry me,
Just don't. That's it. If you're gonna yell at me, I'm gonna leave. So can you just please come with me?
I don't get up. Why do I have to get up? Why? You bastard. Can you just look at me? Excuse me. No, excuse me. Wait! Wait! Wait!
I
Wait!
don't wanna do it.
Why
I
not?
said I don't wanna do it. I told
Why?
you. I told you. I wanna get
What,
married
you
right
seen
now.
another woman?
No, I'm not seeing another woman.
You want to turn me down all dressed like this?
Just calm down, please.
Why did she want to?
Okay, I now see the reason why some women will not want to propose to a man, because it is really disgraceful and shameful that a man that you've had like 12 years, you've been in a 12 years relationship with him, and he has refused to propose, but you, the woman, you've taken upon yourself that, okay, let me pop the question, but now he's refusing. Why? Because he's scared of commitments. Yes, he is scared of commitment. Many men out there are scared of commitments, and these women take upon themselves like, okay, since he does not want to do it, let me do it.
Is it commitment? If the woman goes to the extent of proposing, it means she can foot all the bills, and so that being the case, the man has no commitments to be fulfilled. I see it as something being natural, Tabitha, that is just been normal for a man to do the proposing. I want to appreciate that woman not only for doing the proposal, but coming out in a public like that. We have very few women that will go have such guts to come out to propose to a man, even though at the end the man refused. Thank you, man.
Okay,
I appreciate.
Stephanie, can you do that in a public place to propose to your man?
No, I'm not going to do it in the public. But I will do it. I will do it.
But you must propose to a man not in a public place.
When the video was going, I told Patom that must she do it in a public place?
But
No.
you know these whites, they just want to show love. Like, this is how can I say, for her to go to that extent to go to a public place really means that she loves this guy a lot.
No, I will do it at home with a wonderful dinner.
Okay, Lena, what do you think about that video?
The video was mostly the reaction of people surrounding him. Even when the boy was like, no, and he was moving, the girl was like feeling sad alone. People were just like saying, I said, what if it's what thinking we were proposing to him?
Some people were saying yes.
Some people were cheering her
Some
up.
people were cheering her up when the guy was, but when the guy refused, they were no longer cheering her up. That just to show how he.
But what did you want them to do?
No,
To go force the guy and come
no,
here and come and take
Tabitha,
this
I'm
ring.
not talking about you forcing the guy.
Uh-huh.
Even when the girl is crying, you can come close to her and even and just try to calm her.
Comfort her of the afflicted.
Comfort her. Because that's all what you can do.
Comfort her that who died.
People will stand and they'll be like that. I saw those young kids that were like laughing. They were like, so what
But
was
it's
she
funny.
expecting?
It is funny.
Please, to all women, if you have enough money to sponsor wedding and do the proposing, please, I'm begging you, give to your husband, to your man, because you are.
And then the man will come one day and tell you that it's
keep your dignity, oh. I'm saying
we're
my
going
own.
to sign a contract before I give you that money. Okay, we've got our talking point on the screen and it's really that interesting. So hopefully we're receiving some of your text messages. So let's do our food for thought, which reads, a bad workman blames his tools. Yes, Chinese proverb. A bad workman blames his tools. It's very...
It's straightforward.
Yes,
so
it's straightforward.
Tabitha, there's also a say that a lazy carpenter will complain of the hammer. once people start failing in life, they want to lay the blames on others. But I want to say, if you want to do everything, make sure you pick up all your tools, even if the tools are broken, are bad. Make sure you manage them in a way that at one point in time you are not going to blame anybody for your success or your failure.
Okay, Stephanie, what do you have about this? What do you have to say?
A bad workman blames
His tools, yeah.
What would I say? Okay, I think it means that if you have to do something, do it. Don't, like, if it's an exam, for example, do it to the fullest. Don't use anything as how would I put it?
A reason for your failure.
A reason for your failure. Like some people would say, like when we were in school, people would be like, "Boy, my pen," you know. So no matter what you're doing, put in your best. Don't use anything as an excuse. Just put in your best in whatever thing you're doing.
And you, Lena, a bad woman blames his tools.
Yes, Tabitha is what they have really said it. Or don't use I call them flimsy excuses. Don't make up flimsy excuses because of what you've done in life. School, life, because in school where you fail. When I fail, they were like, why do you fast? I don't know.
You say, no, I don't read.
I did not understand.
I told them that I don't know. Because I cannot make a thing to say because I was not understanding boy because my teacher was, I don't know. That's what was happened. And even in relationships, when you cheat on your partner, that like when your partner asks you, why did you cheat? What happened? You're like looking for excuses. You were not around. You were not at home. Just say I was feeling us to do it. Stop blaming. Stop looking for flimsy excuses to like.
Or the man will blame you. He always blame the woman.
Yes,
that you're never around. Yes.
So I had to look for somebody. Say that I cheated because I felt that's to cheat. Full stop. Don't look for many.
Because it is in your.
It's your genes.
It's in your genes.
Flows.
So just say men cheat because men cheat.
Why is it that we go to cheat that you are talking seriously?
Okay.
Because you cheat.
Oh, okay. I don't want any argument about this. let's have a funny image. Let's have a funny image on the screen.
Men don't cheat.
Men cheat.
They cheat women means
okay,
men
look
cheat.
at this picture, and it's actually telling us what's happening today and what was happening in the past.
Yeah.
Like our 100 generation. In those days, our parents used to stop us from playing football. Like, come out for housing. I remember my grandma always shouting when I'm playing with kids out there. And then today, there are the people forcing, like all the kids are on their phones, like playing video games and everything, and they don't even have any talent. Lazy. Yeah. They're lazing around, they don't do anything.
Like seriously, even now, I have like, they say nostalgia. You know, we used to play this our tabala. We play.
I miss those
one
days.
time I played this. There was this game you play, and they say, "Oh, you ma manage not." I sprained my hand. I sprained my hand. My girlfriend really killed me that day because of that thing. Yes, and today you see children that are like
they don't know any of these games.
They say, "Oh me, dating myself."
Tabala.
Me, that like me. They're like, oh, simple things for us to not pass through that stage of life.
I miss my childhood.
I really miss my childhood.
Tabitha, once it comes to football, gone are those days when parents used to restrict their kids from playing football. Today, the story is changing that
everybody wants the child to be Neymar, Samuel Eto'o.
Don't go right there. I want to say every aspect in football pays. I give you a very good example. The coach of the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon earns 40,000 euro. That's about 30,500,000 a month. So just imagine. So if somebody can earn about 30.5 million a salary a month, it means you can imagine.
He is a millionaire. Stephanie.
Yeah, the image is funny though, but the image is just the obvious, is the truth that we're
That's a
living
reality
in,
check.
you know. And then I really miss those days when, like Lena was saying,
play under the
play
rain
from morning to 6. See, looking for you as if you're missing.
I want
today,
Now, if this we are now in 2017, I don't know. Just imagine how
what happened in
2030,
2035.
2035. I don't know. Let's just be living the life.
Okay, that is the image, and I feel like nostalgia for this, like thinking about our childhood moments, playing. But today, kids on their phones, all they know is Facebook,
iPads,
all they know is Instagram, the video games. That is what they know.
Even
like talent today is not exploited.
I pick chalk, or on the sun I draw. My younger. Look at what she's doing. I'm like, yeah.
Okay,
I used to enjoy those things.
Okay.
And
maybe we have some
okay, we've
messages.
got some text messages which I'm going to read. Let me just take some of your text messages coming in. Me as a girl, I can never do that, because if I do and it happens that we have a problem, the man will always say that I beg him to marry. He will be minimized. He will minimize me, and he will lose the respect he's supposed to give me. This is Flora Noel from Bamenda. Thank you very much, Flora. It's Dangote Romario from Boya. To me, it's not logical for a woman to propose marriage to a man. A tool is just an article for labor, not the output of the labor. So what comes out of the labor is as a result of the tool, but rather the cultivator. So you cannot plant a seed of corn and harvest banana, never. This is I think his point the food for thought. Yes, she can, especially when she is a decline stage in her marriage life circle. This is Lewis from Moliko. Thank you very much, Lewis. Hey, I just imagine a woman who got no respect, dirty, and can't cook and can't take care of a home proposing to a guy. That's just like forcing a man to eat shit, man. This is from CJB in Bamenda. Thank you very much, CJB. Hello, OBUSI, to you guys in the studio. I am Spencer from a source in Yaoundé. For me, I don't think it's okay for a woman to propose to a man. Rather, it should be the other way around. Please, how is Senator doing? I really miss him. We miss him too, but he's all right.
He's doing fine.
Okay, in my opinion, I think it's definitely okay. Men at times are slow to act, so the best thing for the woman to do is to act, else she will lose her man. Men are slow poison. It's Edmond from Tico.
I will propose to you.
He's a man.
I propose.
He's a man.
I will propose to you, and you have to say yes.
Tabitha, you did, and I thought maybe at the end of the day we'll have a female. He's a man.
We are in the Android generation where everybody is free to propose. The most important thing is that the love should be reciprocal. Women should not die in silence. This is Jiko from Bambili. Thank you. And I'll just take this last one. Wow, it's long. Ciao to everyone in the studio. To me, women have been proposing to men indirectly. Let's look at it together. If not physically, then movically. We have all seen women forcing men to propose to them. They often say, tell their boyfriends, darling, do you know my friend Grace? Wait, do you know my friend
it's the same thing, man.
No. Do you know what she said? Do you know that my friend greets me with their left hand so I can see their rings? In short, women, it's a bizarre for you to propose to a man, but force them to propose to you. This is Desmond from Uber in Bambili. Thank you very much, Desmond.
Tabitha, wait, please, guys. Forcing him and then you doing it. What's the difference?
No,
It's
there is a very big
Which
difference.
okay, I want to know.
There is a
Tell
very,
me.
as a part of my eye said, a woman can have the resources, right? That's what I told we said that there's women that help their husbands to pay
Of course.
their bride price. There she's somehow like forcing her husband to get married to. She's like forcing him to get encouraging him to get married. It's different from when you take your two
Kolo foot.
you bend down. Tomorrow, as I guess, tomorrow you will tell her if you were the one that forced me. Don't
Okay.
His
don't
voice in one word. His voice is not your voice. A male voice is not a female
Female
voice.
voice.
That's one difference.
Will you marry
will
me?
you marry
Okay,
me?
thank you very much,
Yeah.
guys, and thank you for your text messages. Thank you for your contributions. We're still receiving them, and we promise that we're going to read all of your text messages. So, if Jean is ready, we're going to have the red button. So, Lena can tell us what is trending. Okay, Lena,
Yeah,
what's hot?
you know,
What's
today
hot?
today we're gonna have some hot news.
Man, not hot. The thing goes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Man's not hot.
Yeah, man, it's not hot. Okay. No, hot news today is not too. It's not much. We just have 2 stories in our hot news
Okay.
space for today because there are so many things that are going to happen on OBUSI. When we talk about the General Express, yesterday we said the ban has been lifted.
Yeah, it has been
People were
uplifted.
like, when are they going to retake back? Is it in January or?
Of course, December.
It is
Festive
on
season.
Thursday. I've got
They won't
it's
even-
on
Yeah, on
Thursday.
Thursday.
Well, according to
Yeah.
the communique signed by the minister Edgar Leme Bengo, they were to commence activities immediately after the
And
communique.
I
The
heard
minister was
someone
supposed to
saying
be.
it's not been up to a month that
It's a
they
month.
did that.
Yes, it was supposed to. So they were supposed to start yesterday, maybe because they have other things to put in
No, they
place.
said they have to go
But
for
you
mass.
guys
That-
just
they have
think-
to
just
offer,
to
they have to
come-
offer mass in the West.
Oh, really?
They have to pray.
I remember
Prepare.
some years back when Amumeza went through such Tabitha, when the ban was uplifted, it was joy in the entire streets
Of
of
course,
the northwest
because you
region.
know how many people
of
have
Cameroon.
been unemployed for 3 years. Yesterday, we were
The
talking about
loaders,
why
the
people travel
drivers, the
abroad.
managers,
Those who
Tabitha,
sell around
those who sell
general.
around.
Tabitha, even talking about those that are working, even those that travel, some of them were feeling uneasy because you know some people they are when they say is this agency,
Agencies
this
are-
They're
agency.
already at, like,
Once things change, now other. So
You know, General to use is one of the
Yes.
most cheapest agencies that
It
leave
is the
the economic
cheapest.
capital Douala
Yeah.
to the political capital Yaoundé.
So as from Thursday 6 a.m. all my General Express Voyage fans, you can go. It is
customers.
they're opening their doors on Thursday morning at 6 a.m. All the agencies around the national territory, so they'll be operational.
Anyway, that's good.
That's good news for
them.
all of us.
For
Malem
them,
good
not for
news. For me, it's good
Okay.
news.
I know where she's coming from, and I know where she's driving to.
Okay, our president look as if His Excellency just came back and he's
Where
you
was
want to
he?
say, yeah.
Grandfather.
Mugabe is your grandfather.
no, Mugabe is my
Donald
great
Trump is
grandfather.
your.
No. Mugabe is my great grandfather.
So man,
Okay.
the thief man, the great grandpa.
See?
Papa and my grandpa.
Okay, Lena.
So Papa is preparing to leave Yaoundé to Ivory Coast. For Ivory Coast, actually, because the summit, the AU, that is African Union, European Union summit, is holding there for 2 days. That's from tomorrow, the 29th, to Thursday, the 30th of September. And he's going there, and he'll be there with the French president, that is Emmanuel Macron, and they'll be talking about the crisis in Africa, what is happening in Libya. And backstage,
What is happening in Cameroon too?
yeah,
Hopefully.
and backstage, Tabitha was like, Macron is in
Burkina
he went to
Faso,
Burkina
and
Faso.
there are a lot of people revolting. They
Yes.
don't want him
Yeah,
in
they
the
don't want
country.
him.
They're not only the only ones. I saw on Facebook.
And people are like, Macron is around, oh,
Keep your
keep your
grandmothers-
grandmothers away, oh, because
You cannot snatch your grandmother, he goes away with her. So
Okay.
we're going to talk about more about this summit and subsequent editions
Yeah,
to
okay, maybe
give what has
tomorrow.
been discussed and the different resolutions that have been taken.
Okay, thank you
Do
very
you
much.
know
Lena.
one thing about Macron? When I saw on the TV, because of his coming, they had children did not go to school today.
Yeah,
Today
some of
and
them are
tomorrow,
striking.
there's no school. Everywhere is closed. I'm like,
He is the French president.
And
What
so
do you
what?
expect? He is the French
And
president.
so what?
Okay,
that's why
I don't
we
want to say
always-
anything.
we
Oh.
always
I don't
remain
talk
like
you.
that.
I'm not talking.
I don't
Okay,
think I go you for
Thomas,
you.
what's making news in sport?
Okay, sports. We talk nominees for the 2017 Confederation of African Award that's going to be taking place in the month
Is it
of
the same
January.
as the BBC award?
No,
Not the same.
the BBC award and the
The
voting
votes ended yesterday.
voting ended yesterday at 6 p.m. But the CAF award is an award on its
But this
own,
has the same nominees.
organized. No, maybe the producer decided to use the same images.
Okay.
This one is BBC.
Yeah.
We are talking about CAF, and so we are lucky enough. Maybe we use Hugo Bros. Dona, if you have, it's not good now. We have 3 nominees coming from Cameroon.
Wow.
We have our own coach of the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, Hugo Bros.
Yeah.
We have woman A.
Yes.
She was born in Litora in Douala.
Is it the girl that stole my hairstyle?
No.
Who stole from who?
You stole from
me,
her.
she stole
You
from
stole
me.
from her.
Okay, her name is Gabrielle.
Okay, she's not the person.
If you want to
It's
pronounce,
Abuzi.
if you want to pronounce it in
Is it
French,
Abuja Ongene?
Yeah,
it's
it's
Gabrielle Obudi Ongene.
Ongene.
Okay.
She's the only player from Cameroon that has been Abudi Ongene. She's the only girl from Cameroon that has been nominated. In fact, the only player from
No, she
Cameroon
deserves it.
that has been nominated
Are they
for the
voting?
award.
Congratulations
I am
to
Do you
you,
know how they
girl.
call her part home?
Until you
Lucky
tell me.
Luke. She's
You know-
faster than that.
She plays her international football in Russia. And then
Okay.
we have our Cameroon, the national team of Cameroon, the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon. We have them as nominated as one of the best teams in Africa.
Wow.
I am voting. I am voting. It's automatic.
No,
We have
voting is particular because you are not eligible to vote. Let me give you
Why am I not eligible to vote?
Conditions.
Let me
Has
give you
it got some
conditions.
conditions?
Let me give you
I'm
conditions,
22.
and those they say the second half of the of second phase will involve head coaches or technical directors of the National Association taking part in the voting exercise, and members from independent media and TV. Okay, so you can vote.
I can
If
vote.
Canada as a media house apply to vote, then you
vote.
you
They will
can-
only apply. I
can
shall vote.
We are going to get the winners on the 5th of January 2018
That's too
in
far.
Accra.
Okay,
In Accra, Ghana.
Ghana. Okay.
Why am I
We
have to
talk
bubble?
the Cameroon Cup, Tabitha. We talk the Cameroon Cup, the finals. Everybody speculated that the finals was to take place last Sunday, the 26th, but it never took place. And so some teams, the 30 million that they gave them, they are already squandering it. They went to Yaoundé prepared. There was no finals, and
They should.
UMS of Loom, Union Women's
Have they
Sportive
finished
of
their
Loom,
own money?
came back to Douala to continue their preparation in Douala while waiting for an official date from the presidency of the Republic for the finals of the Cameroon Cup.
Okay, and that is it
It's
for
difficult
sports.
for rats to keep granite.
Of course.
That
How
would
can
be
you
for
keep?
sports.
Okay, thank you very much, Thomas. We've got a funny video, and our funny video is also based on our talking point. Is this lady from Uganda called Kansime, and who has been dating this guy for 7 years? And the guy's like, "I'm still studying you." And she's like, "You want to study me? Am I a book?" So let's just laugh her along.
You want to get a PhD?
This is a very nice place, eh?
It's nice, I can see.
You love it, eh?
It's nice.
Yeah. Mm.
Hey, please, waiter.
What kind of food do they serve here? Nice food, eh? Cuisines and what?
Let me tell you, this is actually the best place I thought of bringing you.
That's nice. So, what's going to happen?
Of course, we have come here to take some drinks and the eats.
Okay, wait, Philip.
Yeah.
This is the same thing we usually do every Friday. So you have brought me here so that we have drinks and the eats. Isn't there drinks and
Exactly,
eats
you
at
don't
home?
love it.
I like it. So that is all. We are going to eat and go home.
Yeah, as usual.
How long is this going to go on, Philip? How long is this going to go on? We've been dating for 5 years. What are you doing? Studying me, trying to get a PhD in me? What is this?
I don't know. As a matter of fact, I'm like a suspect. I don't know whether I am your girlfriend, your fiancé, your side dish. I'm there living in limbo. I don't know where I am. For a moment, you brought me to a place that has disco lights on pillows. I figured maybe this is the final time you're going to propose to me, and you're just seated there waiting for food and drinks. We might as well have eaten them from home.
Baby.
Baby who? Baby who? What kind of baby am I? Baby, do this. Baby, wash for me. Babies do those things. Stop calling me baby, by the way. My name is Kansin. Do not call me baby. Stop calling me baby. I'm tired of this situation. Why exactly? Haven't you done something? At least upgrade me to fiancé, please.
Okay. And I've been thinking about this.
Thinking about what? You want to tell me that for 3 years you've been walking around with an empty head? You haven't gotten any idea at all. You've been thinking about it. What is it? Is it because you don't have what to you don't have money? What is the problem? What is it? You want me to first stand around it and say, hello baby, can you come over? Is that what you want? Is that what you want me to first to do so that you look at me in a different light? As a matter of fact, I know what you're about to say. That maybe you are not ready. Don't worry, I'm ready for both of us. Today I'm prepared for both of us. What do we need? A ring? Fantastic ring? I have a ring. Now, today I figured out. I said, Friday night, and we go out to same place, same stories. Nothing is going to happen. I said, I'm not going to let this happen. There are very few things that would need. DJ, if you can put in some music of like, hello, baby, can you come over? Tender music. Put for us tender music. I'm not going to sit here and be allowed to be the last one in class. I'm not going to be the last one in class. Actually, as a matter of fact, right now, I propose that you kneel down and propose to me. So do yourself a favor. Kneel down. Propose to me right now. I propose you do it immediately. Hurry up. Kneel down. Hurry up and you propose and kneel to me. Just kneel down in that space. Get a ring. Just put it. Hold the ring. Put it on the right finger. It's this one. Put it here. I do. I have already done. I do. I will marry you. I do. It's the other way around. I do.
You do.
DJ.
And you know, this is what some men want. These are the kind of women that some men really deserve in
I
their
proposed
life.
I proposed that you need that and propose.
And then she said, I do, and I already. Oh my God! Yeah. So I love this video, and since we're talking about the talking points, yes, the proposals and everything, I'm like, okay, let me just play this one from Kansime, and some women should learn, some men should also learn out there, like, you have to propose. You've been dating for 5 years. What are you waiting for? They say the marriage ring, not even the marriage. Some men will propose to women. They have rings on their fingers for 12 years. 12 years. Some people are even engaged for 1 month and they get married. So why wait up to 12 years before you get married to a woman?
Engagement has overstayed is 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months, 3 months.
Overstayed is 6 months.
Even a year.
See, Banky W proposed to Adeswa in May. Now November they're married. Serena Williams' fiance proposed to her in May. They are married.
Please, let's change Africa. Stop proposing for 12
years.
Stop proposing for 12 years. Africa must change.
Okay, we're having a guest today. We have here with us Nde Ndifonka.
Yeah.
And most of you know him by the name What Day, and he's done a lot of collaboration. He is not only an artist, he is an entrepreneur, a businessman. He is also an activist. So we're really happy to welcome Nde Ndifonka today on our stage. So if Wax Day, it's your turn. Is he even here with us?
I doubt
yes,
so.
He is. So let's just clap for Wax Day.
Man's hot. Man's not hot.
Okay, Wax Day.
Yes, you're here.
Alright, cool.
Don't be scared there to go closer.
Come closer.
Don't be scared. You can even carry her away.
Tabitha, you too.
When he carries and then you get to the house, make sure you propose.
He proposes.
Okay, Wax Day. Nde, that's the pronunciation. Nde Ndifonka. and you are a producer as well. Not only an artist, you are a producer. And you've done a lot of collaborations, because I remember when I discovered what day was like the first artist I discovered, and I'm like, wow, this guy is doing it big, especially in Nigeria. Like you collaborated in the Coco Nachukule. There is this collaboration you did with many of these artists. So and he was recently appointed as the Lukuluku ambassador for United Nations Refugee Agency, and he is here to talk to us about it. But then before we talk about that, we want to ask you one thing. How did you come about music? Why did you decide to choose everything in the world to do music?
I don't know. I mean, I've been doing music ever since I was a kid. I've always written music. I've always performed music. I can't remember a time when I haven't done music. So somehow I think a lot of people know me as a probably would want to categorize me, among the young urban category of artists in Cameroon now. But I mean, since I was a kid, I've been involved in music somehow. I mean, when I was 16, I think I organized the first ever music concert in Boya.
Wow.
So, and I think I also organized the first ever music awards in Boya, still as a teenager. So, music business, songwriting, publishing, whatever it is,
So, like, it's been a long time. So, how has the journey been like? Ever since you were 16, you've been into music, and I know I read about you on Google, and it says you're 32 years old. So roughly, you've been into music for a very long time.
Like I've done very many like different things since that time. I went to South Africa to study.
Okay.
I finished my master's degree, and then I recorded an album at the same time. But then music was always just a passion, something I did part time. I think as far back as in 2007, I really did my first popular song, Miss Real, Mr. Regular, which in 2008 got playlist on MTV.
Okay.
And then, later got into the Sony Music All African Stars in 2010. But then that was, in the jazz era, and I remember I used to tour a lot at the time with the jazz, with a big band, which was very stressful. But then come 2010, the music changed. We started seeing Channel O, which was a big supporter of my music. Channel O, MTV. They changed from the contemporary style of music to what Afrobeats that we know today, to the Nigerian sound, in short. And so, from a commercial perspective, I had to also make a transition, and that saw me starting to collaborate with artists like Don Tom when I did I Don't See My Wife with him, which was a massive hit. But at the same time, it also opened up new business doors for me. Because at the time I'd set up a publishing company called Lollipop Records, which negotiated the first Flavor from Nigeria's first contract with Universal Music in South Africa, and so out of that got to develop a lot more relationships in terms of music management, in terms of publishing, and I think everything that flows after that, whether it's the big collaborations in Nigeria with D'banj, or the big I did a song a couple of years ago with Banky W and Runtown, which it's now sitting on 8 million downloads.
Wow.
On mobile across Africa. I think all of it kind of developed from that. So it's been quite a long and exciting journey. I think a lot of people see me and think, oh, it's the guy that sang Sakamako song.
That's my favorite.
And then
but there's a lot of things. It's lots of stuff behind that. Yeah.
Okay, and I know you own a record label, Calabash Music.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes. So how many artists are signed into that record label?
So like basically, Calabash we started last year, which was supposed to really bring open up different aspects of the music industry in Cameroon that are not very well exploited yet. It sprung up from Lollipop, which is a record label in South Africa, and in South Africa we have we have Nobu Flair, who's currently the lady we're pushing now. I'm going to be in South Africa this weekend. We're performing together in a city called Polokwane in South Africa, and then we had a team called Team Mosha, who are now the number one house band in South Africa. Our relationship ended this year, but it was a really great run. But back in Cameroon, I think last year we had started with Realm Squad, Stannis, and it didn't quite pan out. I don't think it kind of worked out the way we wanted to. So what has Calabash we've done is to take a step back and we are setting up a music streaming system for Cameroon, which is going to go live very soon. We're setting up a whole different distribution system, and once that is set up, I think in the next couple months we'll go back to signing new acts in Cameroon.
Okay, and we learned that you were recently appointed as the Lukuluku ambassador for United Nations Refugee. Like Lukuluku, what is it all about, and how did your name get in?
I don't know, like the UN they've got a database of artists that they follow quite closely. People in arts and culture that follow quite closely. And I know they first contacted me about 6 months ago when they were like informing me that we're doing due diligence on you and want to we're following you up with there's this opportunity we'd like you to be a part of. And then they came back this month with an appointment letter.
Wow. So how did you feel?
Well, activism activism is something I've done, it's not the first time I'm working with the United Nations. I've run, similar campaigns before for the UN, even when I was very young, about 10 years ago, I think I started the, what is called the South African Human Trafficking Awareness Week. I literally borrowed some money from a friend and started this campain, and it was named.
And how you paid back?
Well, it took me 2 years to pay back the money, but then it took me 2 years to pay back money, and I think the last that was left was about 300,000. I gave him my piano for that,
Wow.
But then what actually happened from that was that the campaign was so successful that it was named as a global best practice by the US State Department, and after that the European Union donated 10 million euros. And it became an annual event that is still run till date by the South African government. So it's become an institution in South Africa, and I mean, when you look at what I went through, it's not much if you look at the impact that it's had. But over the years, I've developed this relationship of just working with, whether it's the United Nations, the One Campaign, several other big organizations and governments, the government of Tanzania, even the government of Nigeria, in dealing with social issues. And so it's never surprised me when people walk up to me. 2 months ago, which I didn't really say much about as well, OBUSI Africa, which is an international IK organization, also came up to me and they made me a champion for Africa.
You are a champion. You are a champion. Okay, I know most of you, some of our viewers out there don't know what Day is like, but most of you know what Day is. So let's just have a listen to one of his songs. He collaborated with Yemi Alade, and this video was released last year.
Yeah, it was released last year.
And you are the person who invited Yemi Alade to Cameroon.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so let's have a listen to this music.
It's easy, baby. Yemi Alade.
The girls that scream my name, wax day. Oh, this baby fine. Oh,
Wax Day, how did you feel like collaborating, working with Yemi Alade?
Well, I felt great.
Mama Africa.
It felt great. I mean, like, we'd been working together before, so it was just a pleasure and such an honor. She's such a nice, humble sweetheart.
Okay. What I like in this song actually was not it was the way they took the Manudi Bango song and what they made of the song actually.
And
the way they
like,
made
if
the
you
Afro,
don't know my name,
the Afro
Google
pop
it.
beats behind, and the song was just like flowing.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, it's I mean, it's always a pleasure, you know. Like we just come off doing Strong Girl, which is another song,
Yes,
you know,
okay.
together.
With Yemi Alade.
Well, we didn't do the song together, but I co-produced the song with Kobam Sasuko. It was a collaboration with Waje.
Everywhere you go,
show the world say you be strong girl.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we just come off that project, and you know we spent time in the studio, and then you know we listened to this song, and you know then she started writing, and
you know we must admit that we are with a star on this platform because Wax Day is a star, and if you don't know, if you're still out there and you're still wondering who Wax Day is, Google it.
And he's my neighbor.
Google it. You're going to know.
And today he's my neighbor.
I have a problem when I Google the name because he has 2 birthdays. I don't know if it's Google that made the mistake. Like seriously, maybe you help me down. You have 1985 and 1981. Like seriously, if you can
really,
yes, on. Anyways, it's not.
It's true.
Where's your phone? Okay, it's on charge.
I mean, like I probably on when I Google myself sometimes I see like probably 10 different stories that I cannot recognize.
Okay, people are just writing. Okay, Wax Day, you're here now. It's all in that's your camera.
Yeah,
you're here because of a new project. That's why you're doing probably, let me call it a media tour. What's your new project?
Well, I mean, it's not really a media tour. It's you know, it's as you said, I've been, you know, named the local ambassador for the United Nations Refugee Agency, and it's really just a campaign about painting a new picture of the African refugee. Refugees are, you know, among the most talented people in the world. Some of the most spectacular inventions we've had have come from refugees. Albert Einstein was a refugee, and we continue to see refugees, you know, in everywhere doing great things. But then we tend to have the picture that refugees are the enemy, or they're here to ruin the economies of their host countries, which is the contrary. Immigrants, for example, in the United States are responsible for lots of the development that we see. And so this is just about, you know, telling a new rhetoric for the African refugee, but also mobilizing people and communities and leaders, you know, to raise the resources that are needed to better serve refugees. We've seen, you know, like the difficulties that migrants go through in countries like Libya, and you know, and the pains that they go through trying to get to a better life. But also we know that, you know, a lot of these people are moved not because they want to move, you know, but because of circumstances beyond their control, and they are protected by international law. So it's very important that, you know, we as Africans, you know, that we come together with one voice and a common spirit, which is love and care for each other, to take better care of refugees, you know, because I guess everybody, you know, is related to, linked to, is, you know, a migrant, has moved for some reason or the other.
As an ambassador, maybe if you visited this refugees camp, Cameroon has a lot of refugees because of the Boko Haram issue in Nigeria. We have a lot of them in northern Cameroon, those from the Central African Republic. When you look at the refugees in Cameroon, do you feel, as an ambassador, that they are treated properly?
Well, as I said, you know, the refugees, you know, face a lot of challenges now, and the refugees in Cameroon and those that have moved out of Cameroon are no different, which is what makes it even more important for us to look at how we can better serve them. And I think this is what this is really about. This is what you know, the UNHCR is about. It's the UN Refugee Agency. It has a mandate, which is to assist refugees, to help states in dealing with refugee issues, because to uphold the dignity and the human rights of refugees. And we can only, you know, do our part in terms of, you know, working with all the necessary stakeholders, making sure that the resources that are needed are mobilized to, you know, to give them the services that they need. You know, I cannot overemphasize the fact that that, you know, people do not always move because they want to. Everybody loves their country, but they are pushed by, you know, by forces beyond their control in most cases. And when we look at the humanity that there is, when we look at the African spirit, which is one of love and care for each other, then we're moved to say that, you know, we should think better and, you know, and do better for refugees. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Wednesday. Let's talk about your awards.
Yeah.
You were the 2016 winner for Best Central African Male Artist. So, like, the controversy surrounding
Yeah.
the 2017 Best Female Central
Yeah.
Africa. What can you say about it? And
Yeah, like-
was it like your first awards, like
Yeah.
your first Afrima?
I'll be quite straightforward about this. You know, in 2016 when I won the award, I also faced a lot of controversy. The difference is that it was not as big as the case of Montez. You know, it was mostly with the Francophone communities who were asking why is Wax they winning. Of course, Anglophones knew where I was coming from. They knew that, you know, I could mobilize the people that I needed to vote for me. So when the case that happened with Montez is just an extension of that, and I think I did write a post about that. You know, it was my first award years in 2016, personal award. In 2014, I first got introduced to Afrima through Coconut Chocolate.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because we won the award for the best African collaboration, and I actually went up to pick up the award on behalf of the artists because I was the one that brought them together for the collaboration.
Okay.
But then, absolutely, yeah. And I think. And I think from 2014 till I have been advocating a lot, you know, to get Cameroonians on that platform. And I did a lot, you know, as much as I could to push Cameroon music there, and to sensitize the organizers about the culture that is happening here. I even remember calling artists, you know, like Stanley Enoch person and said, hey, have you entered for this award? Calling other, you know, like a lot of artists and say, come for this. And whenever, you know, even in 2015 when I was not nominated, I was there with the artists, you know, just pushing them and say, hey, come together, do this, you know, go, you know, fight for a performance, go do this, introducing them to artists, to produce and all of that. So, you know, when I see an artist like Montez, you know, winning, I know she deserves to win because Afima has some criteria that they use to judge their artists, and she came out in those criteria. She was nominated. Now at the stage where you're nominated, it's no longer a matter of who's popular or not. It's a matter of who goes out and grinds and get the votes, you know. And to see a young girl that went to the streets begging for people's votes, phones to vote, calling her dad to say, get your students to vote for me, you know, doing everything she could to mobilize those votes. She did the work, and so she deserved it. Yeah, so, you know, that's all I can say. You know, about the controversy, I hope that, you know, because I see they've forgotten about it, you know.
That's Cameroon.
Yeah, I hope that, you know, she doesn't fall victim because it's very easy and it's happening, you know, to the Cameroonian mentality and the spirit where, like, okay, we make noise about it, we push her aside onto the next thing, you know. This is somebody who's done something for our country.
One thing before you end, please, I just want to know from you, is it proper for an artist like Solatiel to condemn another artist coming from Cameroon?
So I have a lot of respect for Salatiel, first of all.
I asked my question directly without any hatred. If you want to hide
viewers are watching.
Yes, they're watching. My question is direct one.
Personally, I have a lot of respect for Salatiel. I admire his grind. He's done very well for himself and for Alphabet Records. I think it was out of place, completely out of place. You know, but I still think that he can make up for that. I still think that he can make up for that. You know, Salatiel, I'm sure has a big heart, and I'm sure that there's a lot that he can do. You know, to be part of that movement that pushes young artists to climb and to know that there is rewards that come out of grinding. He himself did a grind out of nothing and got something. You know, Salatiel, he's chosen by God. He didn't put himself where he is. God has a divine favor and gives us divine favors in everything that we do. His favor is as a producer, as an artist. He writes beautiful songs. You know, I think Fam de Magala is one of the best songs that came out of Africa. You know, this year. You know, but he must also recognize the favor that God has put on other people. And she might not be the biggest star, but God gave her that favor. And it's in recognizing that and keeping that and protecting that we can all grow together.
Thank you. And Wax Day, let's talk about 2016. You won the 50 most influential young Cameroonian.
Yeah.
So how did this nomination, how did you get nominated?
I've got no idea actually. It's done by a Ghanaian firm called Advance Media. You know, and you know, I just moved into Cameroon at the time. You know, I was busy with the release of song with Yemi Alade. I'd won the Afrima Award. I had organized a concert with Yemi Alade, Palais des Sports, which I think is very ambitious for an artist. You know, coming in and saying this is what I want to do. This is my business plan as you know, as Wax Day. And you know, I just go out and do what I want to do. Now, it's true that a lot of the things I do, I consider, you know, that a lot of people are looking up to me. There's lots of young people that look up to me and say, oh, Digrang, if you did do so, me too, want to do something like that. So I do keep that in mind, and I like to, you know, I like to make sure that even if whatever I do, whether I fail or I succeed, that I'm able to show a path to people and say, hey, you can do this, you know. And I always tell people also, very importantly, that, you know, I fail a lot in my life. And I love my failures, you know, I embrace them because they teach me a lot. And I can stand and talk to people sometimes and tell you, don't do this. Not because I've done it well, but because I failed. And I know that if you do that, you're going to fail. So it gives me, my failures give me the right, and I think the platform to tell the younger people that, hey, you can do this, you can do that, you can do that, and this will be resolved. So I mean, about that, yeah. I mean, I think I was more chuffed in 2014 when I was named top 35 African in Africa.
Yeah.
Under 35.
Wow.
You know, in
You've
Africa.
got a lot of awards.
Wow,
Yeah.
Wow.
My neighbor is reading.
I'll propose to you. I'll propose to you.
That I found more special to me. I found more special to me because I'll be quite honest. The Cameroon is an environment where people hardly recognize what they do.
Yes.
Cameroon people try to bring you down when you achieve things. You know, I've had some of my biggest achievements in other parts of Africa. I'm not shy to say it. You know, I feel that if I'm recognized in Africa, you know, I'm happy with it. In Cameroon, yes, recognition is good, but then I feel, you know, I really feel sorry for a lot of young people in Cameroon. There's young people are still doing a great job, but I can see that because of the structure and because of the opportunities and because of the system that's in place, and this is where the government really has to wake up. That does not encourage young people to grow. A lot of young people and their talent is going to die in the grave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
What's the this is my very last question.
Yeah.
In the course of your introduction, you said in South Africa you did music part time.
Yeah.
As we speak, are you still doing music part time? If not part time, what other things do you do apart from music?
Yeah, I'm doing music full time now.
Full time.
I'm doing full time.
He
Yeah,
is.
yeah. So I'm doing
He
music
eats
full time.
music. He drinks music. He does
What else?
everything
What do you do?
music.
I've got my record label Calabash, and of course, as I said, I mean, I still manage. I have Lollipop Records, which has probably independent. You know, like probably some of the biggest catalogs. Probably worth. I mean, close to, if I were to sell my publishing catalog, which is songs that I've signed over the past 10 years. Probably worth about $1 million.
Okay, what?
You see that's a camera.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Your younger brother.
Before he goes, I have a question.
Yes, Tabitha.
Wax Day.
Yes, Oma.
Laura Dave.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, we saw you at the annual show.
I want to know what's the relationship.
What's the relationship?
Yes, between you and Laura Dave.
Oh, Laura Dave is a very special person, yeah.
No, come out clean. What to know?
Let's leave it that. Let's leave it like that. Yes, let's leave it like that.
Laura Dave is a very special. She's
okay, Wax Day, you
hardworking,
just
hardworking, entrepreneurial, beautiful African woman, and I love her to bits.
Okay, thank you very much. You say you just released a new single, and it's an audio.
It's an audio.
Yes, but let's have a listen to the video you did with Mr. Leo. Yes, when we come back, you're going to tell us
okay.
Yes,
Cool.
you're going to tell us more about.
Wax Day. My life has been a race to run away from party, Lord. Yeah. Je regarde devant comme derrière, nothing they work. But since I bent my knees and bowed my head, everything they better, they just they better. Et quand je lève les mains, louez mon Dieu, everything they better, it just they better. My life is just they better, my business just they better, my music is they better, everything they better. My woman just they better, my picket just they better, my house is just they better, everything they better. It is better, it is better, it is better, oh. It is better, it is better, it is better, oh. It is better, it is better, it is better, oh. It is better, it is better, it is better, oh.
Thank you, Yahweh, 'cause you better my days. If no be you, I for
Some people have actually listened to this song, but they haven't watched the video because you've got this MTN Zik.
Yeah.
And each time you're calling somebody, you're like, hey, go better. I heard Sister Maureen singing it, and I'm like, does this woman even know who's type this song? Okay, so you have a new single. Yeah, just an audio, and you say it's imbecile.
Imbecile.
Imbecile. What are you insult? I know that imbecile
Imbecile
means
means fool. I think
Imbecile.
Imbecile, yeah, yeah.
So why that title? What inspired the title?
Because I see a lot of fools around.
Hey!
I'm finished.
So,
Do I look like one?
Don't be finished.
You said around. Do I look like one?
Yes.
You see. You as a joke referred to me as a fool. I'm finished.
Okay,
So
let's
tell
do
us.
this. Go and listen to the song and come back and tell me if you're a fool.
Okay.
Tomorrow you
Okay.
can see. You can come and see whether you're a fool. Go
Okay.
listen to the song and then come and see whether you're a fool.
Okay.
Okay, Wax the imbecile, and it's an audio.
It's an audio, yeah.
And you look forward to shooting a video.
Yes, I'm gonna.
So
shoot
maybe
it
you should
very
use
soon.
Pastor.
Exactly. I mean, it's like it's a special song because for me because I just, as you know, I've relocated to Cameroon.
Yeah.
And it's one of the songs where I want to reconnect with being Cameroonian and just also express myself as a songwriter. A lot of people don't know me as a songwriter because I've done
Please,
a lot of
I need
music.
songs, so I need.
I've done a lot of
songs.
music which
Okay.
is for different projects, and which goes in a certain way because it's for a particular purpose. I want to get something out of it. But this I just wrote because I feel like expressing myself musically, and this is who Wax is, as a singer.
Okay, Wax Day, before you leave, we've got a lot of Cameroonians out there who look up to you as a role model. Some people want to be artists, they want some maybe face difficulties in writing songs.
Yeah.
So which last word do you have for them? And then you give us your Facebook handles, your Instagram, your Twitter, and your number.
I mean, I'll just say, the world today, has become so globalized and has so many opportunities that, you can become anything that you want to be. Everything that you do is important because you can make a career out of anything. It doesn't need to be singing, like there's so many services around singing. And it's gone are the days when it was about being a doctor, being a nurse. We're past that already. So I just want to really encourage young people out there, if you have a talent, and to your parents, you have a talent, pursue that talent, develop it, and make something out of it, the world is at our feet right now. There's no excuse why we can't be anything that we want to become.
Okay, thank you. And
my number is Wax Day. On Facebook, it's WAX and then DEY. Instagram, Wax Day. Twitter, Wax Day, WAXDEY. Let's connect and let's.
Okay, like, do you have like a mobile contact?
678003050. Yeah.
Wax Day.
67800
3050. 30
50.
Okay. 67800 30 50.
Yes.
If you want to book for
an appointment with
Wax Day, that's the number.
So are you based in Douala or in Boya?
Office is just up here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Just walk down to the studio.
Yeah, thank you very much, Wax Day. But
All
before
right.
you go, you have to contribute on a talking point. Can you
Yeah.
marry a lady who kneels down and says, Wax Day, please marry me?
I mean, why not? If I love her.
Step, please do it for us.
As I said, the world has changed. The world has really changed. Women are. We're starting to see that. Women can do whatever we can do, if not better. That's why women are making the salaries that we're making. We used to make in the past. Women are leaders today. Men should feel comfortable.
Man can do, a woman can do.
Women should nowadays
better.
should feel comfortable with even being at home and doing the house chores. Not to be lazy, be ambitious, make a life for yourself, because a relationship to me is only complete when the two parties are strong on their own.
Yeah.
Not when the man is strong, not when the woman is strong. We've gone past the phase where it was the man before, and I don't want to say it's the woman either now, no, but both need to be strong and equally able to do anything. So whoever I think that feels it's the right time and wants something should go out and do it. propose.
Okay.
Same like the man can cook. Same like the woman can initiate things in the bedroom if she feels like it.
Initiate things in the bedroom. What is that supposed to mean? Thank you very much, Wax Day. Thank you very much for coming. So we're just going to usher you out with this beautiful comedy coming from Nigeria, Chief Obi and Masna Hart.
But why are we only having Nigeria and Tanzanian comedians? Where are the Cameroon comedians?
We had one comedy of you and Chief Valerie here before.
Oh my God!
I'm not a stretch man.
He covered his face.
Comedy, please.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, bring on the Nigerian comedian.
So what exactly happened to the car? Oh, it's nothing crazy. The check engine light came on this morning, and I thought I should get it checked out. That's it. No worries, I'll get it checked out. 1 sec. Yeah, OBUSI, Jen, I got again to see how breaking 2 pieces of engine oil there. Okay, welcome. You come. What in the be your motor? He's making some type of sound again. What type of sound is he making?
The thing goes skitty kick pop pop and the boom 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 boom. Skia boom 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 boom.
Something like that. Okay, they suspecting a carburetor. But for this sound, this type of sound we just explain. I'm gonna have to change the motor because this one when the thing don't they do tum tum tum. Up a bomb. You happy now, boom, yeah, man. But the motor self, the motor bali alana, the motor don't try. Motor 1996.
I remember that day when Messi come to visit me. I don't make up my mind, say we go do Netflix and chill. I don't know, say he get reason when in a mercy. Before I knew it, fine girl Messi don't drop big mess. The thing goes skrrrra, skrrrra, kaka, skitty kick pop pop, and a boom 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 boom. Skia, boom 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 boom. You don't know.
As Messi mess, my AC vex come off. The mess they smell everywhere, just choke. She got that too big.
Man's not hot. I said man's not hot. I said a man's not hot. The girl told me take off your jacket. I said babes, man's not hot. Yo, man can never be hot. Perspiration tin. Links effect.
Okay,
Now
thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, let me get some of your reaction. Hey guys, you all look good, especially Pat. Men come for women, not other way around. If a woman proposes to a man, it's either suitors are not coming for her, or maybe she's one of these wealthy women who men are scared of, but it's downgrading to do such a thing. And the man may even tend to insult you in the course of the marriage. As the saying goes, any pot gets a cover pot. Women should stay calm, and that man who loves you will come for you. Guess who? Gillian from Bamenda.
Oh, Gigi!
Thank you, Gillian. Okay, I'll just get 2 messages, then we'll round up. If a woman proposes to a man, it's like cats pulling the horse. It's like I'm telling you guys are irresponsible. These are really in the full of. Read your Bibles, please. Okay, thank you. Somebody is actually sending you money. Okay. Hey,
Money.
it's very okay if the proposal is presented responsibly. This is Queen from Boya. I say it's very okay. It's a matter of marriage. It's absurd only when it comes to dating. And I'll just get this last one. The last one. Okay. And the winner goes to, listen, we've been friends for a long.
No, it's not my message.
Hey.
My messages will never come to that phone.
Okay, somebody's actually asking about Wax Day, and the message is not forthcoming. Greetings to you all in the studio. You people look good, beautiful, especially Tabitha's hairstyle. Proposing is not. No, this is not the message. And somebody keeps trying. Okay, this one says, hi, please, can we have Wax Day's number? It's Brownlee Bobo, aka Misery Boy. I think the number will
67
Yes.
850.
Okay, I think we cannot read your text messages. We've got lots and lots of the text messages. Why not? Maybe we should still use the yeah, we're going to continue on the talking points tomorrow. So thank you very much, Wax Day. Thank you very much for coming. And Stephanie wanted to propose to you.
I don't have the ring
Absolutely.
on.
Oh, okay, she
That's
doesn't.
the ring. Nobody should not the market.
I have it's a joke.
Okay.
It's a joke.
On the beat.
Hey, yo, Slim.
It's easy Panchaco. Blue Nation, no. Marvin Slim Pande. Oh no. Baby, I'm interested in your love. So it means anywhere you go. Now for day I go there. I can't explain this feeling. Baby, no check a more. Cause this kind of way I get is a camouflage go. Somebody. She said she don't want cause of her. Come from me somebody. She say I do like palava. Chérie tu ignores quoi. Je te laisse pas. C'est toi la femme de mes rêves. La femme de mes rêves. Oh, who can love you better? No one, no one. Say who can treat you better? No one. Tell me who can love you better, girl. Who can treat you better? No one. No one, no one. Yeah. Mad for your love. Ooh, girl, I need your love to hold on. Mad for your love. Your loving can make me crazy. Mad for your love. Girl, I need your love to hold on. Mad for your love. Ooh, your loving can make me crazy. Give me the keys to your heart, knock knock. Every day I'm at your door, I be cock cock. Baby, hush for a while, talk talk. Ooh, can we make this work? Baby girl, I'm on your phone, ring ring. Put a nigga on hold, ping ping. Got me feeling like a star, sing sing. I did sing sing, yeah. It's Sangari. She say she don't want cause of. Come from me Sangari. She say I do like palava. Hey, chérie tu ignores quoi. Je te laisse pas. C'est toi la femme de mes rêves. La femme de mes rêves. Oh, who can love you better? No one. Say who can treat you better? No one. Tell me who can love you better, girl. Who can treat you better? No one. No one. Yeah. Mad for your love. Ooh, girl, I need your love to hold on. Mad for your love. Your loving can make me crazy. Mad for your love. Girl, I need your love to hold on. Mad for your love. Ooh, your loving can make me crazy. Girl, I need your love. Oh, I need your love. Hey, can we make this work? Can we make this perfect? Banja.